This war has gone on way too long, and frankly, it's because people like me keep contributing to the conversation. If you haven't been living under a rock, you would know that Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of, if not the greatest animated series of all time. And if you haven't been living under a rock, you would know that Netflix recently brought Avatar back into everybody's lives and introduced this brilliant and amazing show to a whole new generation of fans. And with that, the war restarted. Katang versus Zutara. And versus Mako. We be fighting everybody. I just want to say, I do respect the creators of the show, and I respect the canon. However, I can't say that I don't have just a little tiny issue. I've been a fan of the show ever since it came out in 2005 when I was only in 5th grade. I watched it religiously and was an avid member of the fandom. So when Zutara didn't happen at the end of season 3, me being a Zutara fan myself felt like a clown. I still randomly find myself thinking about it and getting so angry.
Middle just never looks right, and I think it's...
But now it's been, I believe, 14 years? 14, 15, 13?
It's been a long time.
And Zutara, the ship, is still one of the most popular ships. Non-canon! Recently, BuzzFeed came out with an article that was like 23 reasons why Zuko and Katara should be together. And even more recently, the official Avatar page actually came out with a whole video for Zutara Week, actually spelled out Zuko and Katara's relationship chronologically. So Zutara fans have been treated pretty well in the last couple of weeks. And we ain't used to that. But with the good comes the comments.
Zutara is
Katara
so
was
toxic.
in love with y'all are so
they were friends.
Zuko.
May
May loves Zuko so much.
So this video is all gonna be about, is Zutara toxic? To answer this question, we are gonna go over 4 things. Number 1, why I personally ship Zutara and why I don't think they are toxic. 2, how the writing supports Zutara. 3, the fandom. 4, canon. All right guys, let's get into it. I love strong characters. I love it when a character can go through ups and downs and in the end becomes a better person. I love characters who have a sense of morality, even if they struggle with it at times. Both Zuko and Katara go through major character development, and not just with themselves, but with each other. Their relationship goes from hostile and hatred to trust and understanding, to the point where they're bonded for a lifetime. And some may say, yeah, that's just a good friendship, but do not take away from the fact that that bond could become something more. Both of them have similar parallels that draw them to one another. Both of them have a complicated relationship with their siblings. Both of them have secret vigilante identities. Both of them share the same loss of their mother. And I love the idea that outside of the relationship, like if they were a canon ship, that they have identities outside of their relationship, unlike the canon relationships that they're in now. I'm just saying. I think we all know that some writers were for the Zutara ship and some were against it.
Hey guys, Editing Ari here. I just wanted to say that I was trying to find a picture of Elizabeth Ehas, and I don't know if this is her, but I just wanted to say that Elizabeth was one of the central writers of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she wrote so many good episodes. I'm talking about bangers, bro. I'm talking about Avatar and the Fire Lord. She wrote Zuko Alone. She wrote The Southern Raiders. She wrote a lot of great stories for that show. I think her contribution needs to be taken into account. She is an amazing writer and part of the reason why Avatar is so good. So remember her name, Elizabeth. You dropped this, hun. You are a queen. Okay, back to the video.
But if we look at the narrative of Avatar: The Last Airbender as a whole, there are some inconsistencies. There are episodes that lean towards the idea of Katara choosing somebody other than Aang, and Aang not being able to get what he wants in the end. There are also episodes that lean towards Zuko outgrowing the Fire Nation and outgrowing Mai. He will eventually find solace in someone else. Episodes like the season 2 finale, where the idea is introduced that Aang would have to let go of Katara in order to go into the Avatar state at will. And he never truly does this. Then he gets hit by a rock and he's able to do everything at will and get the girl in the end without killing the Fire Lord, without sacrificing anything. Just saying. There's also tons of episodes where you can literally hear and feel the Zutara undertone. Episodes like Cave of the Two Lovers with the Oma and Shu parallels. You have the Southern Raiders. You have the Fortune Teller. You have a lot of episodes that lean towards that narrative. And I only named 3, but there's a lot more. So, with all of this combined, when season 3 came, and the finale came, and Katara chooses Aang and kisses him in the end, there were 2 reactions from Zutara fans. The ones who were shocked and confused, and the ones who knew deep down it wasn't gonna happen. The fandom! Being a Zutara fan is not easy. Canon shippers against us. We have non-shippers against us. We have Break against us. They can't stand us. It has not been good for us.
It has not been good. It's been good for y'all, cause y'all sitting there laughing at me, but it's not been good for me. It's everybody.
There was a particular incident that happened in San Diego Comic-Con in 2008 that I remember very vividly. The creators showed a parody that took fans' fan art of Zutara and other ships and proceeded to make fun of Zutara shippers and fans.
Whoever ships Zuko and Katara together will forever have doomed relationships.
Zuko and Katara should be together will forever have doomed relationships.
I have news for you, Mike and Brian. I've had no relationships. I remember being a young kid and taken aback and kind of hurt. You know what happens when you tell a fan not to ship something. They're just gonna ship it even harder.
Stop dating my mother!
You know what? I'm gonna start dating her even harder.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand on.
We're down to our last reason why Zutara is not toxic. Because you know what is toxic? You know, I could say a lot about Aang and Katara. I could say a lot about how they just ignore Katara's wants and needs and her amazing character development for her to end up as Aang's trophy. I could also say a lot about Zuko and Mai's toxic relationship that is glorified in the show. But I feel like I've just ran that argument into the ground. I feel like nobody really cares, and that's totally fine. But to me, the canon relationships that both characters are currently in are not progressive. They're regressive. Progression, regression, progression, regression. There was a time where I tried to accept canon. I really did. I tried to accept it and it did not go well.
Just try a little taste. I can't.
One good thing that comes out of Zutara never happening is that the creative people that came out of it. I was a young girl when Avatar came out, and I was a huge Zutara fan, but not only of Zutara, but of the show itself. Their major character development actually really inspired me to want to create my own character. It inspired the writer in me, and it inspired the artists in people, and it inspired the animators and people. We have so many talented people in the fandom that just choose to express the love of the ship through art. But maybe, guys, maybe maybe it's time, you know, maybe it's time for us to just accept Katang and, you know, accept Mako and just abandon the ship.
My way or the highway. My way or the highway. My way or the driveway. My way.
If you guys made it this far, hey, thanks so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. It was so much fun making this video. There are a lot of videos that you could look up that go more in depth to some of the things that I talked about today. If you're interested, if you want to know more about the Zutara incident at San Diego Comic-Con, you can look up Shipper's Guide to the Galaxy. And if you want to know extreme, in-depth reasons why Zutara should be together, definitely check out Joshua Fagan, F-A-G-A-N. I'll link it down below. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please hit that like button and please subscribe. I can have more videos like this all the time. Give your girl a like and give your girl a subscribe. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye.